Unforgettable stories of faith from real people.
The miracle on the mountain. In a small, remote village nestled in the foothills of a vast mountain range, lived a man named Elias. A humble shepherd, Elias spent his days tending to his flock and his evenings in prayer and quiet reflection. His faith in God was unshakable, even though life in the village was challenging. The community relied on a single stream for water, which had begun to dry up due to a prolonged drought. One fateful evening, the village elder called a meeting. "If the stream dries up completely, we will have no choice but to leave our home," he said, his voice heavy with despair. Elias stood up, his heart filled with conviction. "We must pray for rain," he said. "Our God is merciful, and if we have faith, He will provide." The villagers nodded but felt doubtful. They had prayed many times before, and the drought persisted. Despite their skepticism, Elias organized a prayer vigil on the mountain, urging everyone to join him. On the appointed day, Elias climbed to the summit with his Bible and staff. He was joined by a handful of villagers. Clouds hung heavy in the sky, but no rain fell. Undeterred, Elias knelt down and prayed with all his heart, asking God to bless their land with water. As he prayed, a fierce wind began to howl, and the clouds darkened ominously. Suddenly, a torrential downpour broke out, soaking the mountain and the valley below. The villagers rejoiced, their cries of joy mingling with the sound of the rain. When they returned to the village, they discovered the stream was not only flowing again but had become fuller than it had been in years. The villagers were in awe, and many who had doubted the power of faith began to believe. Elias smiled and said, "Faith is not just believing in God's power but trusting in His timing. He hears us, always." From that day on, the village thrived. The stream continued to flow, and the people never forgot the lesson Elias taught them about unwavering faith and the miracles it can bring.